Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Tuesday, and it's October 15th. Hey, we had yesterday off. If you guys weren't aware, it was Columbus Day, so the markets were closed, so no markets, no report. So today will be kind of a short week for us. We have the Empire State Index for the month of September on our economic calendar. This is a manufacturing data out of the New York region, and as you can see, we had a little bit of an improvement here. So in August, it was a pretty low number at 2, and it moved up to 4. So anything about below zeros when we start seeing contraction. So we're kind of on the verge of contraction with the 2, but we're still above it. We went up slightly, which is a good sign because manufacturing has been suffering of late. We've been seeing those numbers dropping further and further down. Again, this is only in the New York region. We'll probably see later this month the Philadelphia region, Chicago region, and obviously the national level of the ISM as well as the uh, market PMI flash index coming out later this month. So let's move ahead here to headline news. Stocks are up. They're taking their cue. We had last week, of course, it was all about the U.S.-China trade. That's kind of past news. No details of it yet been released. So right now they're kind of putting that on the back burner. We've been seeing ups, dips, and these peaks and valleys. Anytime there's been talk about the U.S. and China trade talks. So today they're kind of moving towards. So we're starting the Q3 corporate earnings reports since we're starting the fourth quarter. Today we're getting a lot of the banks and financials, and for the most part, a lot of them, some are up, but we're getting a few that are in the negative area. But this month we've been seeing the yields popping up, and that might help out the banks. They make more profit when yields are up. And then also today we got a few more Fed speakers out there today. So again, we'll wait and see if anything is mentioned because later this month we will have another FOMC meeting, and then we'll give us any insight as to what their thoughts might be as a prelude. So let's see how this affected the bond market. Oops, sorry about that. Bond market. We started the morning off up pretty nicely. Right up at the 25-day moving average. We were up higher. And then since then, we've been dropping down. Right now, we're down about 8 basis points. So here on the West Coast, pricing should be about the same as what we saw last Friday. However, because they start out much higher back east, they may it may be enough for them to have a price change. So East Coast may see a price change. Here in the West Coast, uh, rates are probably about the same as what we see. We do got a floor of support here with the 100-day moving average, as you saw Friday. It helped us out here, and hopefully, again, we'll see this peak back up. But right now, with the stochastic, we don't see any trend reversal, so we need to kind of keep our eyes on this, see if if there might be any pickup on that. This kind of helped us out here with that little almost a star effect right here on Fridays. And sorry about that. Again, and here's yields. Yields broke on Friday above the 25 and 50-day moving average and go up to its next Fibonacci level. And right now it's sitting up right around 175. Right around 175, 177 range right now. All right. Again, same thing. It's kind of moving along in the stochastic. It's almost identical to the MBS. So again, for California here and West Coast, rates will be about the same as what we saw last Friday. And that's pretty much a wrap. If you guys are looking to buy a refinance, I'd love to hear it from you guys. You can help keep these programs going by supporting my business here. And again, I'm a senior mortgage planner with Pinnacle Home Loans. We've helped out a lot of different people from different solutions. Not only do we do the mortgage, but we help you plan through them. Make sure you got the right mortgage for your needs. I've helped out investors, people who start out for the first time, now are millionaires. I've been credited for helping them out from planning how to get their business started, and that's been quite a pleasure over the years, as well as many other clients from helping them with their financial uh, different different strategies we've used to help them with their retirement and stuff. So, anyways, the best way to reach me is direct message me or email. Email is probably the best of the two. And love to hear from you guys. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you guys tomorrow.